mortalettes, ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Mr. Judgment, here with you. Wednesday night, my night, episode 8 of Mr. Judgment's Confessionals. Welcome to my domain here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it's great to have you all here joining us. We have a monster episode here for us this evening as we talk all things the next major DBW event, which I'm talking about DBW Fallout, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be talking about Fallout, everything that's to come with DBW Fallout, you know, the aftermath of unfinished business. There was a lot of unfinished business left at unfinished business. Yes, indeed. So Fallout is going to be a major event for us here coming up soon. And Fallout will premiere Saturday, May 31st, right here on the DBW YouTube channel. And just remember, you can check us out on all social media platforms, all the ones that matter anyway, indeed. Of course, I'm talking about Facebook. You can follow us, just search up Dominant Breakout Wrestling. I'm talking about YouTube right here, of course, their prime source of everything DBW. And then follow us on our Instagram page as well, as you can see all the highlights and clips and short videos that we have for you from each and every single major DBW event, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a fantastic show here. We have you and I, of course, come not just on my own, but with some special guests here this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Some special guests that I'm going to bring on to the show here so we can get, you know, their thoughts and feedback on the major announcements for Fallout, which I will be premiering and debuting to you all this evening on my show. All of the major matches happening at DBW Fallout, plus some additional info that we have on some backstory as to why certain things took place, especially when it comes to our DBW World Champion, Brandon Castelli, and some things with him and Aaron Jones that was just extremely unsettling at unfinished business. But I'm going to get to my guests here that I will introduce in succession here, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to bring them on here in a moment here. All right. First, I would like to bring on and I got it confirmed, unfortunately, the commissioner of DBW. I'm, of course, talking about one Silas Walker. Welcome back to the show here, Silas Walker, General Manager of DBW.
Yeah, I am welcome, and I'm glad to see you got the contract confirmed, that I truly am the general manager around here.
You know, that I have to say is that fine print can be a bitch. Yes, it can. Indeed.
Look at it.
Yes, indeed, we did, unfortunately. My next guest that I have on here to join me on Mr. Jones' Confessionals here this evening on Wednesday night is going to be one K.C. Eppin James. Welcome to Confessionals.
Good morning.
Yes, indeed. God, it's stench sometimes. All right, what are you eating?
Cantaloupe.
Okay, cantaloupe, indeed. Cantaloupe is a sin. You know, we were once sponsored by the Munchies. Yes, if you have the Munchies, you can eat them. All right, then, my next guest that I have on here is going to be one Jay Luther, ladies and gentlemen, the DBW Anarchy Champion, Jay Luther, joining us here on the Confessionals. Yes, indeed. How are you, sir?
Quietly fine.
Indeedly. All right, and I have another guest here, who is going to join us a little bit later in the show, but we'll leave that for now. So first, we're going to start with you four gentlemen, and then I will have another guest that will join us later in the show. So first, unfinished business is done and completed. Hell of a show, hell of a way to kick off the DBW 2025 season, if I do say so myself. What are your thoughts on what happened and what transpired, and just the overall thoughts and opinions of unfinished business? Silas Walker, we'll start with you since you are part of the corporate team.
Well, I think you said it best. It was the perfect way to kick off 2025. We came out of that thing like we got shot out of a cannon. We ended 2024 last year on fire, and I don't think we lost a step. We had big matches. We had Brandon Castelli versus Roland Havoc. We had myself versus Austin James. We had you versus Jacob Ryan. We had Casey versus Sammy. All kinds of matches on the show.
Yeah, fantastic matches. Penetrate match qualifiers, titles on the line. Out the wazoo, the return of Casey James. Just tons of just great action that you have come to expect right here from the DBW dominant force in all of Breakout Wrestling. So I'm going to go quickly here to and then I'll let you all finish up. We have some comments here. Of course, we have the Heartless Sheriff Colton Lee. Here we go, always joining us here either in person or in the comments section as we enter through the portal to enter into the confessionals. Indeed. We have Richard Google, who is a lifelong fan of DBW. Yes, we are looking into getting him into a further role here at DBW coming soon, aren't we, Silas Walker? I guess you don't know about that, do you? All right, popcorn ready, let's go. Maybe you should read the fine print. All right, and then we have Zilla, who is back here every single week. And hi to the Heartless Sheriff Colton Lee, and hi to the Lord and Savior. Yes, you are my children, all of you. Indeed. So we have Zilla saying again, hi to the real DBW general manager, the real global champion, legendary Silas Walker, and hi to KCF and James, hi to Jay Luther. Yes, indeed. And then
Good
Richard
morning.
Google saying that it looks like Hollywood Squares. Yes, indeed. We are the Hollywood elite. Indeed. The Golden League Cantaloupe is a good choice, KC. Yes, you would know about Cantaloupe, wouldn't you, Golden League? Indeed. And Caitlin Marios, thank you again for joining us every single week. We love it. Thank you for your participation. She says hello. And then Zilla, hi to Richard Google, hi to Caitlin Marie Lowe's. He just says hi to everybody. And indeed. And then we have my child on vacation. Hey, you guys have your fun tonight because I know I will. Oh, indeed, on vacation. Yes, you get a job.
Thanks,
All right.
Dave.
Yes, indeed. Hi to the Blaze Ace Christian. Okay. So I'm going to continue. So unfinished business, massive event. Jay Luther, what are your thoughts on unfinished business? What did you see? What's your thoughts going into 2025, the Anarchy Champion?
As always, what a great show. What a wonderful show. A lot of high impact action. I could say I was kind of hoping that Mr. Walker would have got his face knocked in, but I say he went out there, he did his thing. KC,
Wow.
I was kind of scared of that match of you versus Sammy Nothing. I thought y'all was going to kill each other.
We are.
Okay. But everything was good. My match, I'll tell you that after that match, I was in pain for like 3 or 4 days.
Indeed.
Very painful.
Indeed. Okay. So I also had a match, and it went quite well for me. Indeed. Indeed. All right. Let's see here. So we have in front of us DBW Fallout. Major event, as you can see, scrolling across the bottom of your screen, debuting and premiering May 31st right here on the DBW YouTube channel at 7 p.m. Massive event here. We have, less than 2 weeks. We have about a week and a half until the next major DBW event premieres to the DBW universe. This is exciting. It's just like one after another. I love it. It gives us so much to talk about and to discuss with the DBW universe. And, Fallout is going to be amazing. Right here, tonight, we are going to make the matches, every single match, official. Indeed. So we're going to start with the first match that was actually made official last week, was it not, Silas Walker? And it just so happens to be, for the first time ever, the global title will be on the line in the main event, in the rematch, to finally settle it. Who is the better man? Who deserves the right to be DBW Global Champion? Will Silas Walker continue to retain? Or will Austin James finally realize his dream of being a singles champion here at DBW? And this is the first match here, ladies and gentlemen. No holds barred. DBW Global Championship on the line. Silas Walker defends against the Prince of DBW, Austin James. And of course, for this match, I have to go to you first, Silas Walker, because you didn't seem too happy that this match was made official, being a no holds barred match. Indeed. Actually, before we get to your thoughts, I'm going to add one more person to this menagerie of mankind here, and of course, I'm talking about one half of the DBW Tag Team Champions. I'm of course talking about Behemoth. Oh yes, what happened?
Big man.
Welcome.
How we doing, guys?
What's up? What's up?
On DBW's Mr. Judgment Confessionals here Wednesday night, and congratulations to you being half of the DBW Tag Team Champions. Those beautiful championships gracing your shoulder. So what we're going to do here is just kind of run down the matches here for our next exciting show, which will premiere right here on the DBW YouTube channel on May 31st, next Saturday at 7 p.m. for the DBW universe to see what's going to happen at DBW Fallout. So we're just going to run down the matches. I'll ask for your opinions and your feedback, and then, of course, talk about your own match if you're wrestling as well. Indeed. So the first match that was made official was Silas Walker, the DBW Global Champion, defending his title against Austin James, made official right here last week in a no-holds-barred match. Anything goes for the DBW Global Championship. Silas Walker, what are your thoughts, champ?
At first, I was furious because I really wanted to give this opportunity to someone that hasn't had it before. You know, someone like the Red Bastard or someone like Matt Masterson. You know, these guys that have been working really hard and have never gotten an opportunity, unlike Austin James, who should be at the back of the line. But when I really started thinking about it, and I thought about that no holds barred stipulation that you added, I started to enjoy it, because that means that I can exercise the full power of my authority at any point. No one can stop what I'm going to do in this match. No one can ring the bell when Austin James is defenseless. The company cannot hold me liable. When I prove to everyone, once and for all, that Austin James isn't cut out to have singles championships in DBW or anywhere, then, and only then, will everyone realize that he's a fraud.
Oof. Strong words from your DBW Global Champion, Silas Walker, and General Manager here, doing what he can. You know, I know that it didn't quite make you happy whenever I announced that your match was a no holds barred. But, you did, come upon some power here in DBW, but ultimately I have the gavel. Because I am Mr. Judgment. Still, I am the final word in your father. Yes, indeed. So let's get some other opinions on this epic match for the first time ever. The Global Championship in the main event of a major DBW event. What about you, Jay Luther? What say you on this match? What do you think is going to happen? Austin James, Silas Walker, Global Championship on the line.
As always, I'll see that Mr. Walker is going to try to cheat his way out, as always. Try to find a back door some way. But look at the skills. Look at the high-flying techniques, that Austin James has. Mr. Walker cannot live up to that standard. There's no way that he's going to be able to keep up with him. So when you step in that ring, I have to say good luck, buddy.
Oh, indeed. It will be a clash of styles yet again. Competing in this match, I will have to say, Behemoth, what say you on this match between Silas Walker and Austin James for that Global Championship?
Ever since Silas did what he did with Tex, I lost a huge ton of respect for him. But One thing about Silas is you have to respect the man's skill.
Hmm.
The man is going. He takes. He wants to win by any means necessary, and with you having a no holds barred match, this is his type of match. So Austin James, he has to be prepared because this match right here for him is he has the skill to withstand it, but with Silas Walker having he has the advantage right now because it's his type of match, it's his playing field. So I think this one is going to go with Silas.
All right, indubitably. That could definitely happen in this match, as it's happened time and time again with the insane reign of the DBW Global Champion Silas Walker. Casey James, what are your thoughts on this epic encounter main event of DBW Fallout? What are your thoughts?
Listen, I'm sick and tired of everyone saying Silas is a cheater. That man is a visionary, okay? He's an opportunist. He doesn't cheat. He finds a way and he wins the match. And now, like, it's an holds barred. He doesn't need to cheat or even find a way. All he has to do is crush my pissant little brother, and that's it. Like, it's the main event. Silas Walker deserves it, and he's going to come out champ like he always does.
No.
Okay. Whew. I mean, we will have to see. I mean, this is the final episode, so to speak, of this brutal rivalry that has spanned months and months and months between Austin James and Silas Walker. And now it comes to a head once again, announcing here in your main event. The DBW Global Championship will be on the line as the Global Championship is defended by Silas Walker against the Prince of DBW, Austin James, one member of Ego. Indeed, this match will be fantastic. But we have some more matches to announce here for the first time ever. For the first time for the DBW universe, we're going to announce some brand new matches. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Yes, we're excited. All right, so I'm going to announce here a match. So we saw the debut of the headline, Aaron Blaze, at Unfinished Business. And what a great debut it was. What a phenomenal competitor to go one-on-one with Aaron Jones, arguably one of the toughest competitors in DBW, although he did not come out victorious in that match. He showed his skill, athleticism, and know that he is going to be a fantastic addition to DBW's roster here right now and going into the future. And now we have set him up for one of the originators of DBW. We're going to set this match official. We have the Bitcoin billionaire Chase Wakefield going one-on-one with Aaron Blaze at DBW Fallout. Should be an interesting clash of styles in this one, as you can never predict the unpredictable nature of one Chase Wakefield. And Aaron Blaze being brand new brings always something new and something fresh to the table. This is going to be an interesting match. I'll leave this open for him. What are y'all's thoughts on this match at DBW Fallout?
You ever notice how Chase looks like a worm with a mustache?
Indeed. Indeed he does. Indeed he does.
I got to give it to the kid, Blaze. You know, the kid was phenomenal. He showed, right off the bat, he came out with some hard-hitting moves. I was shocked of what he had to offer. But he's going up against Chase Whitfield. Come on now. Chase has been in the game for how long?
Long time.
Come on now.
Before DBW was conceived, as DBW was coming out of the proverbial womb, Chase Wakefield was there, the parasite that he is. Indeed. Any other thoughts on this interesting match that we are going to see at Fallout?
We have this newcomer. We have this star the potential star that's on my roster, and I would really like to see him achieve what he can truly achieve. But can he beat Chase Wakefield? So we've just mentioned that Chase Wakefield is one of the originators of DBW, but when's the last time he's won a match? He's in a slump right now. He's in a slump, and he's going up against someone he's never fought before, someone he's never been able to study before. So it's going to take a lot of grit. That's a key word, grit, for Chase Wakefield to overcome this guy with a lot of fire, a lot of energy. I'm taking Aaron Blaze.
The grit. I like grits. Yes, indeed.
I like
lots
oats
with lots of butter and brown sugar. Indeed. Behemoth, what say you?
Man, going back on that match with Aaron Blaze and my boy Aaron Jones, the kid showed promise. The kid showed hell of tenacity, and I wouldn't even say he would be a future star with the skills that I witnessed from that kid. He is a star. He will be a DBW champion one day with the role and the work that he's going to be putting in. I'm going with Aaron. I don't believe that even though Chase Wakefield has the experience and he's the longevity here at DBW, I'm pretty sure that Aaron Blaze is here and he's going to set the ring ablaze with his skills.
Yes, indeed. That's a good take here. It's going to be a DBW veteran going against the new member of the DBW roster one-on-one at DBW Fallout to show in prime time what each of these individuals can bring to the table and elevate their stock in DBW. Yes, indeed, a stock. So once again, we have that match finalized and official. It will be Aaron Blaze one-on-one, Chase Wakefield, DBW Fallout. Should be an amazing match. Absolutely incredible match that will be. So I want to remind the DBW universe that you can check us out on all social media platforms. You can check us, of course, right here where all the greatest content can be seen from DBW. And by the way, I do have a special shout out for our DBW fans that have supported us on YouTube since 2016. 2016, so 9 years, almost, in a month it'll be almost to the day. 9 years that we have been on YouTube streaming our product to the DBW universe, and they have been there every step of the way, and our audience continues to grow. Well, I have a special announcement here, and we did announce one of the special announcements on our DBW Facebook page as a thank you to the DBW universe. But now we have a second major milestone in the history of DBW. So not only did we hit over 4,000 subscribers right here on the DBW YouTube channel, but we just passed 1 million views on the DBW YouTube channel. 1,001,331 views. Absolutely incredible. And we here at DBW cannot say thank you enough to the DBW universe for supporting us, for letting us know your thoughts and feedback and sharing the content and watching our content. That's why we bring it to you with all the stories and the matches and everything else. Absolutely incredible milestone to have back-to-back milestones within basically a month of each other, of hitting 4,000 subscribers and over 1 million views. Absolutely incredible. Anything you guys want to say to that?
95% of those views are for Silas.
Hey, he said it.
Indeed.
I'm just glad to be in the number.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, it's really good to be
to have
been around for so long and to play such a role in what we've achieved, and we're going to achieve even more in these coming years for sure.
What say you, Behemoth?
I'm just grateful for the opportunity to be a part of this, man. I'm glad that you guys opened your arms to me and Ray, and you treat us guys like family, man, and just to be part of something historic and something that has the longevity that you guys have. I've seen a lot of companies fold under pressure, and you guys are doing what you got to do to stay alive. And I'm, like I said again, like I'm just proud of you guys and just happy to be a part of this.
You know, and we're happy to have each of you as part of the DBW, regardless if you were here from the beginning or you came here a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever the case was. It's always an amazing journey here. And we, off topic and, out of character for a minute, the DBW locker room and the atmosphere is always phenomenal. We travel to a lot of places and get to meet a lot of people and work for a lot of companies. But I think one thing that sticks out is DBW locker room. Man, it's like a giant 30 to 40 man family that we have each one of these events, and we're all there to support each other. And it's just absolutely fantastic. This ride that we've been on. But now back into character. Yes, indeed, you're all my children. I have another guest to add to this show, and he showed up at the perfect time as we just finished up talking about his match. Yes, indeed. He was not only late when he was conceived, but he's also late to the show. I'm talking about Chase Wakefield. Ladies and gentlemen,
are you kidding?
Mortal and Mortalettes, welcome to the show, Chase Wakefield.
I mean, what an introduction, I guess. I didn't think I was late to my own birth, but yeah, here I am. Hopefully you can hear me. It's currently pouring down where I'm at, and I'm glad to be here.
So, we just reviewed your match, and I'm going to put it back up on the screen here now that you're here to join us. We have DBW Fallout. We have Chase Wakefield going one-on-one with the newest member to the DBW roster, Aaron Blaze. What a match this is going to be to showcase each of your talents. Give us your thoughts. How are you going into this match against the unknown?
I will say how impressed I was with Aaron Blaze against Aaron Jones. I was very impressed with him in his performance. But, I've been in this company for, 10 years now, and he, on the other hand, has all these second chances because he's the newest member of the roster. He gets all these second chances, but me, I have no more chances. I have no second chances. I have nothing like that. There's not going to be no try next time, Chase Wakefield. There's not going to be any of that. This is now or never for Chase Wakefield. And, some may say, what would happen to Chase Wakefield if I lose against Aaron Blaze? Well, we don't have to worry about that because I know Aaron Blaze is full of making headlines, but the only headline Aaron Blaze is going to have in DBW is when Chase Wakefield pins Aaron Blaze and moves on to Total Domination 10.
Indeed. Very confident in your match. Heading in to DBW Total Domination 10, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be incredible. Yeah, once again, we have what's going to happen at DBW Fallout. Aaron Blaze in his second match ever in DBW, going up against one of the pillars, one of the originators of DBW, Chase Wakefield. What a match. And Chase Wakefield, feel free to stay on the show here as we talk about all of the other matches that we are debuting here. Right on Mr. Johnson's Confessionals.
I got my pretzel M&Ms. I'm ready.
All right, pretzel M&Ms, ladies and gentlemen, from Chase Wakefield. Indeed. Oh, how'd that get up there? All right. So another match that I would like to announce here for the first time. We here at DBW have prided ourselves, obviously, in the tag team division. And, we have always put the tag team division on a pillar here in DBW. It's something that we hold very dear. It is something that I hold very dear for myself, being a former tag team champion myself with the New Brotherhood, and watching my fellow past members of the Dark Brotherhood become DBW tag team champions. Indeed. How about it, Casey James? Indeed. Indeed. So I have a match that we're going to premiere here. We're going to debut here for DBW Fallout. Special tag team match here. We have Ego going against the Brothers Creed. We have Colin Graves, Roland Havoc, Ego, established members of Ego. Of course, Colin Graves being the longest reigning DBW tag team champions in history. And his partner there, Roland Havoc of Ego, going against the pillar, one of the pillars of DBW, Cyrus and one of the owners, my compadre, wanting to bring DBW back to its roots. That is the being of the Brothers Creed, is to bring DBW back to its foundation, because Scorpion the Assassin believes that DBW has lost its way on our rise and continued rise here. And Scorpion the Assassin looks to leave an dubious impression against Ego. This should be an interesting tag team contest, and I'm going to go first to one half of the tag team champions, Behemoth. What's your thoughts on Ego versus the Brothers Creed?
Where do I start? With Ego, man, there's no telling what can happen, man. Well, first things first, with the Brothers Creed, the Scorpion going to show up. He has a track record of missing out on matches, man. So
Indeed,
that's a factor. And then I haven't checked in with Ego in a while, so I don't know how they're doing. I know last time I checked in on them, their shit was kind of rocky. So
yeah.
Hopefully, this match can actually play out and they can work together. Maybe this match will lighten the load and they come back together as we all know them to be. But yeah, man, they still have a problem with Brothers Creed because they're vets. I'm not saying that Eagle's not. When you're facing vets can make a match go very, very difficult if you're not on your toes, man. So I'm not sure that this is going to be a hell of a match. So I can't even call it. I just want to see it in action.
Absolutely. The tag team wrestling is an art form, in my opinion. And it is very different from a singles match. You have two people to worry about on each team. It takes strategy every single match to go out there and figure out how you're going to finish the match and get it done and be successful. I just don't think that many in the wrestling universe understand how much goes into a tag team match and how much planning and strategizing has to go in to successfully come on top and come out the victors in a match. So indeed, very good perspective from one half of the DBW Tag Team Champions, Behemoth, here for the Brooklyn Prodigies. All right, we're going to go to Casey James, somebody who knows about tag team wrestling. What's your thoughts on the Brothers Creed versus...
Finally, we're going to defer to the tag team professional. Okay, so you got to look at the teams, really. First, you have Ego, who is not worth a damn except for Roland. So now you have Roland. You don't have Colin and Roland. You have Roland because Colin ain't worth shit. Then you have the Brothers Creed. You have Cyrus and you have Scorpion. Now, here's the interesting thing. Good tag teams are friends. Great tag teams are enemies. It's as simple as that. It's the reason that Cyrus and I were two-time DBW Tag Team Champions. It's the reason that Caleb Cross-Eyed and I were the Tag Team Champions. It's the reason that the Heretics were so damn successful. I hate us stinking guts, but God damn it, we were the best team out there. And hell, we still are. Even though we're not a team anymore, we're still the best team out there. Now, here's the thing, though. If you say you put DBW's Tag Team Division on a pedestal, but the fact of the matter is the Heretics put the tag team division on a pedestal and paved the way for guys like Behemoth and Ray, for guys like #Ego, for guys like, Tag Team X, wherever the hell they are. Tag team wrestling is an absolute art form. And if there is any team in this match that can get the job done, it's absolutely the Brothers Creed.
Indeed. Very good, interesting perspective there from someone who knows the tag team division very well, Casey James.
I know a thing about it.
Indeed. All right, we're going to go Jay Luther. What are your thoughts of Brothers Creed? Ego.
I think this would be my first time actually seeing the Brothers Creed together in a match, but I'll just have to sit back and see how they work, how they correspond with each other, how they coordinate. But I could tell you, I've seen Ego, go with tag team matches and stuff like that, and they have good chemistry together. So I think this match would go to Ego.
Indeed. All right, we're going to go to Chase Wakefield. What are your thoughts on this tag team match, Ego and Brothers Creed?
You know, Casey James made a lot of good points, but the thing that I disagree with is his opinions on the Brothers Creed being successful because of the enemies. You know, that may be the case with other people, but you gotta look at who the Brothers Creed are right now. You have Cyrus, who has a messed up shoulder from all those years ago, and then you got Scorpion the Assassin with knees more brittle than pixie dust. And then you got Ego here, who have been at the top of their game well over for a few years now in DBW. They've been DBW Tag Team Champions, and they were on top of that pedestal very dominantly for a long time because that no one couldn't beat them at the time. And I think pretty easy answer here. I think Ego is going to be the ones who are going to be victorious because you also not only have the brittle bones of those two, but you also have their egos. Not to make a pun with ego, but those two have egos the size of the Airheads air balloons that you see in those commercials when someone eats an Airhead. Their egos are way too inflated, and I think that's going to be the downfall of that team. And I don't think they're going to mesh at all, and I think it's just going to end up them taking an L and really have to reevaluate what they're doing in DBW.
It could be, Scorpion the Assassin has said that he as he watches DBW in the current roster and the additions to DBW, he says that DBW has lost its way from what it used to be, from what he calls the golden era of DBW. But to kind of contradict my partner in crime here, the co-owner of DBW Scorpion himself, I would say that we must continue to evolve. We must continue to rise to the occasion. We cannot be set in our ways to think that we can't do better. So that's what I say to Scorpion the Assassin. He has his opinion. I have mine. We clash on a lot of things, trying to co-own and co-run the company. But, we get it done at the end of the day. But Silas Walker, your thoughts on this tag team contest?
So they call themselves the Brothers Creed. I've seen a lot of different Brothers Creeds in my studying of DBW. So these guys haven't really been a team for quite a long time. And Ego, they have a few chinks in the armor right now. They have they've got Austin James, who's definitely that's a funny comment. They've got Austin James, who's definitely occupied, so he's not going to be in their corner. You've got Roland Havoc, who's definitely upset about what happened at Unfinished Business. His mind's going to be occupied. He's the X Factor in this match, not Cyrus. Cyrus fell off that X Factor moniker quite some time ago. And until he proves that he's that X Factor again, I don't know, man. Maybe Scorpion can bring it out in him, but he hasn't been around in a while either. I don't know what's going on with him.
That is very true. We actually have Scorpion the Assassin here joining us in the chat. He says, "Good evening, all." He said, Cyrus better be on his A game because it's time for a change. Yes,
I'm surprised the retirement community let him out so late,
He says, people need to not worry about me, the warrior I am. I take on battles in the ring, behind the curtain, and here at home with people trying to put me under the dirt, but I'm still here. Indeed, that is factual for what has happened to Scorpion the Assassin. And then we have, KC, our paths crossed many times, and respect to you and the Heretics. And once we are on top of the challenge, the challenge is open, KC. I am ready. Cyrus better be too. So it sounds like to me the Brothers Creed are thinking that through this match is their gateway to the tag team titles, is what I'm kind of seeing as part of this, is what I'm kind of hearing. What do you think about that, Behemoth?
I just want to say he needs to slow his roll, man. He needs to actually show up to DBW before you come for the tag team titles. There's no
Yes,
top
indeed.
other than the top that the Brooklyn Prodigies are sitting on right now.
Indeed. Top of the mountain. I would argue that when it comes to the tag team division, I would say the Brooklyn Prodigies are not just the top of the mountain; they are the damn mountain, indeed. So we have
That's right, baby.
we have Gainer here who's commenting on what Chase Wakefield said. Pixie dust. You should know all about that. You're built like a pixie stick. Indeed. All will see my condition. Keep talking from Scorpion the Assassin. And then Richard Google, who's a constant here on the Confessionals, says, "Oh, Gainer's got the jokes." And then we have Zilla, who likes to say hi to everybody and their brother and their mother. Indeed. I love it. I love it. Oh, and look, we have the World Extreme Champion. The World Extreme Champion joins us in the chat, and Sammy Nothing says, "I've never seen mountains move that fast." Speaking of my comment that I just said.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
You ever have a fucking mountain fall on you, bro?
Yes. Behemoth and I have went to war before. Yes, we will go again. Indeed. Scorpion the Assassin says, "Brooklyn, much respect, but you guys too will face facts, and that's that the Creed will be back on top." Oh God, just throwing jabs here on the Confessionals. Oh my God. So that is going to be an incredible match. Once again, just to recap here, we have Ego. We have Roland Havoc, Colin Graves, members of Ego, against the Brothers Creed, Cyrus, and Scorpion the Assassin, working together as a unit to face at DBW Fallout. Yes, indeed. That's going to be an incredible match. Yeah. Now, I'm going to go on to our next match. Yeah. And that next match is going to be a one-on-one contest. And of course, it is going to feature you, Casey James, against Matt Moore, former World Extreme Champions, battling each other. Yes, indeed.
Where has this guy been?
Former World Extreme Champions going one-on-one at DBW Fallout. This should be an interesting contest. Casey James, what's your thoughts on your match? How are you going into this contest against Matt Moore?
You guys just handed me an easy in to the penitentiary match.
Indeed.
Like you handed it. Like why? Okay. So firstly, where's this kid been? And now, granted, yes, I understand. I've been away a while. But like, what has this kid done at all in the history of DBW that actually means a damn?
I mean, he was World Extreme Champion for quite a while.
Okay, all right. He was World Extreme Champion, and he was a joke of a champion. It's as simple as that. You want a real World Extreme Champion? Look no further. Okay?
He did bleed a lot.
This is the face that's going to be World Extreme Champion after Total Domination. It's as simple as that. I'm going to murder this kid. Listen, I'm not just going to murder this kid, okay? I'm going to murder him, and then I'm going to go to town on him. You understand? Like, first I'm going to destroy this kid, and then I'm going to defile his corpse. Like, it's done. Like, this match is a joke. This match is a joke, but you know what? God damn it, I'm glad y'all booked it because at least I get to have some fun before I murder everyone in the penitentiary, man.
I just want to make one thing clear: we do not support necrophilia here on the
Maybe
DBW.
you don't.
Yes, indeed, I do not. And it is a sin. It is a filthy, filthy sin, indeed. So, anyone else's thoughts on this one-on-one battle?
You're starting to scare me, Casey.
Good. I want you scared, boy.
Maybe have second thoughts of ever actually stepping in the ring with you.
Indeed.
It's a lot of fun, I promise.
Yes, indeed.
No, it's not that bad, man. I've stepped in the ring with Casey, man, and it's quite actually fun because, you know, Casey doesn't hold back. He's going to give it to you real good and thorough. So I hope this kid, Matt Moore, can actually step up to the game because from what I'm hearing, he's been out the game for a while. So, you know, Casey's hungry and it's time to eat.
That's what I was
Indeed.
about to say. I mean, Casey James doesn't really have to watch out for being defeated in my mind, but he certainly has to watch out for catching a case for killing this kid. You know, like that's what I'm
Yeah.
worried about after this match. Is DBW going to be held liable? This isn't no holds barred. This is a singles contest between two competitors. So don't kill him, but
Indeed, you know, I've been in the ring multiple times with Casey James, and you know, I recall one of the times that he and I were in the ring together. He almost gave me a lariat that took my head off twice. So I did a full backflip twice.
I have some thoughts about this match here.
What do you
Um,
got, Jake Wakefield?
so I'm gonna have to give Matt Moore some credit. He did. I will say I was impressed with him when he ruined the Dawn's March. I didn't think that was possible, but he clearly took a dump on that faction, and now it's just nothing but a memory. So that was pretty impressive for Matt Moore. But other than that, there's not really.
Nice shirt there. Nice shirt there, Silas Walker. Don Smart shirt, sporting his, you know, his archaic faction.
Look what you did. You made him mad.
He's in a corner now, crying in the fetal position.
But other than that, I've been in the ring with Casey James before. I even tried to cash in on him years and years ago to no avail. And one thing that Casey does that is so unique and impressive is he just creates these moves from thin air. He gives them these names like Lady Gaga even keeps them naked, I think was one of them. And
Lady
it's
Gaga
just
make it even deeper.
it's just some of the craziest stuff you ever see. And if you think Matt Moore is gonna be anywhere near success, you got another thing coming. Because I think everyone in that arena, whenever they go and buy a ticket, is gonna come in and see this kid dressing up as his favorite wrestler, Bray Wyatt, coming in, and he's just gonna get murdered like Bray Wyatt, how he passed away. You know, it's gonna be another. It's gonna be another tribute. You know. Yeah,
Indeed.
I think if Matt Moore has to endure in this pain, I think he's probably not gonna come back. So I hope Casey. I hope you go a little easy on him because we might need another body. Okay.
All right, this should be an interesting contest. Once again, we will have Matt Moore going one-on-one with Casey James at DBW Fallout.
I'm going to rip the breath from his body.
Yes, indeed.
Calm down, young feller.
Yes, indeed. All right, the next match that we have on DBW Fallout. Yes, debuting right here on the Confessionals here with my amazing, astute panel here. Champions and champions alike, yeah, champions and veterans and pillars and prophets and all the things. Is going to be a very interesting match, yeah. For the DBW Anarchy Championship, we have a one-on-one match as Jay Luther looks to defend his DBW Anarchy Championship against his longtime rival, Jackson Sabre. You know, I have to say that you two have faced each other so many times in DBW, outside of DBW, you know, and you've gone back and forth, victories, losses. What do you have to do? Because you know each other so well at this point. What do each of you have to do? What do you have to do, Jay Luther, to successfully defend the Anarchy Championship?
Well, I know one thing, like you said, we have known each other for a while. We've been in the ring with each other for a while. But I know that now that since that's come to this, I have to dig in a whole different bag of arsenal. You know, I have to bring out moves that's never been seen before. Probably moves that DBW universe probably wouldn't think that I could never do. You know, I got to outsmart them. You know, I out wrestled them before. But now it's time to go in there and show them what a beatdown really is. But can do it compassionately and respectfully.
Indeed, indeed. I think it's going to be a great contest here. It's always great when seeing you two face each other. You guys always put on a clinic, and I guess again, you two we know each other so well. Any other thoughts on this match from my panel here? As Chase Wakefield had to leave and go scrub his bottom.
You said that this is a match that we've seen many, many, many times. I agree. We've seen this a lot. Now we've seen the winner be Jackson Sabre. We've seen the winner be Jay Luther. But this is the ultimate contest. I feel like this is that true rubber match. The winner will be the Anarchy champion, and the winner will have bragging rights for all time between you two. Can you do it, Jay Luther?
Oh,
Can you do it?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
Ooh.
I guess we'll see.
Ooh, indeed.
Jackson Sabre talks a lot of shit for someone who can't even beat a fucking anime character. So like it's simple like this. It's he couldn't beat the dragon. He couldn't do it. Like he had to cheat. He never won, and then he lost the title. But you know who did beat the dragon? Jay Luther. Beat him into the ground. I haven't seen him since.
Indeed. That is a
fact. I'm
fact.
looking at it this way. Jay Luther is going to crush Jackson Sabre, hopefully once and for all.
Yes.
Compassionately. Compassion.
Indeed, indeed. Behemoth, any thoughts? Jay Luther, Jackson Sabre, Salisbury Psychopath, Jay Luther, Anarchy champion.
Hey, Jay Luther, man. Me and you, we have our talks. You know what you told me and what you plan on doing. Now it's time to show the world what you plan on doing. Okay? For Jackson Sabre, big man to big man, you're soft as cotton. My man Jay Luther is going to take you out.
Ooh, okay. All right. You got the backing there of one half of the tag team champions, the Brooklyn Prodigies, Behemoth. Indeed. We're going to go to some quick comments here. We have Colton Lee, who says, Scorpion, I can take both of you on at once. We could always make it happen. Happy. All right.
Happen.
Oh, he corrected himself. Happen.
Happen.
Okay, very good, Colton Lee.
We can make it happen.
We're going to be, I need to see that be a shirt now. Happy. All right. So Casey is going to kill Matt Moore. Indeed. Zilla says hi to Sammy Nothing. Sammy Nothing responds with mornings.
He gets it. I hate him, but he gets it.
It's not morning.
It's morning.
Maybe in the Philippines. All right. Scorpion the Assassin says, Casey James, me the best elbow drop of the ring, and Casey enjoyed destroying this wannabe jobber. That's right. Not wannabe wrestler, but wannabe jobber. He's, of course, speaking about Matt Moore.
I feel like he was having like a stroke mid comment.
It's
but yeah, no, I'm gonna.
We work long shifts and we're old.
I'm old too, motherfucker. You don't see me doing that shit.
Indeed. All right, Casey. Oh, that's what we already saw. All right, so we have Jackson Sabre. That title is coming back to its rightful home at Fallout. It's simple. Chin check, disaster piece, 1, 2, 3. New and rightful Anarchy champion. Jackson Sabre saying he is staking a claim at his. He was a former Anarchy champion himself in need.
Be an anime character and then you can talk shit.
He is still talking the shit. He says,
"Oh my God, you need to touch your ass enough, Casey.
When you're the first one trying to get a discount on my merch on my bonfire." We don't give discounts.
We don't.
We already have the best prices. We are like Bob's Discount Furniture. We're the best prices.
Not to mention, I would wear your shirt if I needed to use it as toilet paper. Right there. That's the only shirt I fucking need, baby.
Oh, listen.
And you know what? I didn't pay stupid bonfire. I paid that man right there. Gave the money straight to him.
Indeed. Well, so We are, let's see, we've done the main event. Just to recap here, the main event of DBW Fallout will be for the Global Championship. Austin James, Silas Walker, no holds barred match. Yes, indeed. And then we have Chase Wakefield versus Aaron Blaze one-on-one contest. We have the tag team showcase match of Ego against the Brothers Creed. We have Matt Moore going one-on-one with KCF and James. And we have the Anarchy Championship on the line. Jay Luther, Jackson Saber. What an amazing event this would be already if this was the case. But we are not done. And of course, I'm talking about DBW Fallout comes to you right here, premieres May 31st. May 31st at 7 p.m. right here on the DBW YouTube channel. Yes, indeed. They are. Look at the banner across the bottom of the screen that I just clicked the button to start again. Yes, indeed. Let's see. We have Scorpion the Assassin that says, Colton Lee, watch your step. I don't know that he could physically watch his step, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see.
Can we talk about the audacity of that comment?
Indeed. Beat Sammy nothing and talk shit.
I have multiple times.
Saber says, indeed. Then we have Richard Google. Said, you guys calling yourselves old. I'd give gainers left nut to be your ages again.
Damn.
We are spiraling down a deep hole here of sin. I'm gonna have to cleanse you.
I kind of like it. I'm liking where we're
Only
falling.
gainers, though.
Coming soon to the DBW merch channel. It will be Mr. Judgment's bottled holy water. Yes, indeed. For cleansing you of all your sins. Yes, indeed.
It's actually just as bath water.
I can neither confirm nor deny that. Yes, indeed. And oh, look who chimes in. Ace Christian is back here. Says, yeah, the show isn't the show until Ace Christian is on the card. Yes, indeed.
Ace, this show is only a show because you're not on the damn card.
Indeed. Speaking of Ace Christian, I believe he is going to be on the card after what happened at what happened. He unsuccessfully regained his DBW Hub City Championship. He failed. He failed to regain it from few like Depew. Zach Depew, he was the current reigning, defending Hub City champion. And at the end of that match, Jackson Snow made his return to DBW and arguably cost Ace Christian that match. Arguably.
That's crazy.
So that sets up not only just a match, but a penitentiary match qualifier. Ace Christian, the Blaze Ace Christian against Jackson Snow. Winner advances on to Total Domination X. This should be an incredible match after what happened at Unfinished Business. And what will the fallout be at Fallout from Unfinished Business between Ace Christian and Jackson Snow? Silas Walker. Yes, indeed. What do you want?
I don't know what to think of Jackson Snow's return. I don't know whether it's going to be a good thing or not, but I'm anticipating it to be good for DBW. I had a big smile on my face when he made his return, and this return match is certainly a big test for him. He's going to be fighting Ace Christian, who might not have that good of a track record recently in DBW, but he does certainly in many other places. Ace Christian hasn't gotten too many wins since that Hub City Championship, and it's going to be a big test for him to overcome. He needs to get out of this slump that he's in, and Jackson Snow is a pretty big hill to climb.
Indeed, that is very true. Behemoth, I know that you must partake from the confessionals here shortly. Quick thoughts on this match before we let you go, sir.
When I first came to DBW, my first match I saw was Mr. Judgment versus Ace Christian. Mr. Judgment put on a hell of a ass whooping to Mr. Ace Christian. But I not only seen the ass whooping that Ace took, I seen the resiliency that kid has. That kid not only has the resiliency, the tenacity, and the skill to come off on top. I believe that because the kid is doing things elsewhere, he's making a name for himself, he's going to come back home and finally make a name for himself instead of being the child of Mr. Judgment. So I
Indeed.
think this is a match where he sets that tone.
That is a hell of a shadow to cast, and as I do say so myself, indeed. To be the offspring of one prophet of purgatory. Yes, indeed. He is, in fact, yes, indeed. He is my seed. Yes, indeed. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. I am fruitful. My fruitful loins produce his seed. Yes, indeed. Indeed. So as we all have second generation wrestlers coming into the business, yes, indeed, my seed Ace Christian the Blaze, you're all my son. That makes no sense. And come up with your own shit. Go to your room. You're grounded. All right. So, indeed, he's grounded.
Get
Well,
grounded.
Behemoth, I just want to say, and then we'll continue. But Behemoth, I want to say thank you for coming on to the Confessionals. I know you must go here. Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much
having me, guys.
your presence here, one half of the DBW Tag Team Champions. And we're going to get to your match next because you will be defending those tag team titles. But I understand you must go. You have business to attend to yourself, yes, sir. But we will see you May 31st. Premiering
Yes,
on the
sir.
DBW YouTube channel. Tag team titles on the line. We'll get to that match next. Thank you so much, Behemoth.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're going to continue talking about this match here. We have Ace Christian, Jackson Snow. What are your thoughts on this match?
There was a time when Ace Christian was a rising star. He was a shooting star. The problem is all of that went to his head. And I don't know what you drove into this boy's mind, but he's trying to be you so freaking hard that like every time I look at him, I just see you, but not in a good way. You know what I mean? Because his stock is plummeting now. Now, Ace went through a long period where he lost a lot of matches. Hell, he even lost to me. But he did win the Hub City title, and for a while he was gaining steam. However,
he won it from me.
He did indeed. And I really, really freaking despise saying this, but you know, there are few like DePew. And when Christian got in the ring with DePew, he couldn't handle it because Ace Christian is just going to fold under pressure like he always does. Now, Jackson Sabre coming back could mean so many things. It means a lot for DBW. It could mean a lot for the tag team division if DePew and Jackson Snow get back together. God, I hope.
Yeah,
they were a fun team to wrestle. I'm not going to lie.
And also Jackson Snow being former World Extreme Champion.
Exactly, former World Extreme Champion. So I have no doubt he's going to try to win back the title that he previously lost, and he wants this way more than Ace Christian does. Trust me.
Indeed. So
Ace Christian lost to Jackson Sabre twice. How pathetic is that? Sorry, I apologize. I get a little heated sometimes.
And actually, it's funny you mentioned that because Jackson Sabre said the same thing. Indeed. Sammy Nothing says, the seed is rotten. Let's see here. It's bad. I can hear Ace Christian squawking just from the text messages. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It makes every bit of sense. Yes, I don't know what he's talking about. Any other thoughts on this match, Jackson Snow and Ace Christian?
It's going to be I can say it's going to be a good match to watch. Now, I've never seen a big man move like Jackson Snow has. But I think that Ace Christian is going to be a little quicker. But when it comes to power, Ace Christian, I hate to say, brother, you're going down.
Yep. This is, return match for Jackson Snow, but Ace Christian is in desperate need of a win here, and a desperate man backed into a corner can pull out some dangerous things. Indeed. Should be a great match. All right. Fantastic matches here. Now I have, before I go to the last match that we're going to announce here, I received some video footage here. So for those of you that did not see Unfinished Business, first of all, please go see it. Thank you, Jay Luther, for jumping on. I know you had to go. But please go see Unfinished Business. It was an absolute hell of a way to start the DBW 2025 season. But at the end of the DBW World Championship match, something happened. Something unpredictable happened. The DBW World Champion, Brandon Caselli, was blindsided by Aaron Jones. Absolutely blindsided with a monstrous lariat, spinning lariat from Aaron Jones. And Brandon Caselli, the world champion, has attempted multiple times to contact Aaron Jones to no avail. And it's he tried. So he knows that Aaron Jones travels to DBW with some companions, so he has tried to reach out to one Jacob Ryan, who I defeated flawlessly at Unfinished Business. Indeed. But we have some video footage that we're going to take you to right now of Brandon Caselli trying to get some answers as to what happened at the end of Unfinished Business.
I don't know why Aaron did what he did. I haven't heard from him since that. I haven't heard from Jake either, and usually we talk about everything. And I know he rides with Aaron a lot, so I'm gonna, I guess, try to call him and see if we can get to the bottom of this.
For
Hey Jake, we were just talking the other day. I don't understand. I don't get what's going on here. Aaron jumped me. I haven't heard from either of you since. Call me back, all right?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I find it very interesting that after the blindside attack, we hear nothing from not only Aaron Jones, but from one of Aaron Jones' friends, I would say, in the business, Jacob Ryan. We've heard nothing. So I got a couple comments here. I will have some confessionals next week. So confirmed on the build-up show to Fallout, the last confessional shows to Fallout. Next week, you will see the outlaw Jackson Snow on my show. Indeed. See you soon, Ace. Indeed. We have Richard Google. It's nice that Ace finally has proper mentality. No I in team, but there is in win. Indeed. So what are your thoughts on that video footage and on us unable to be able to contact on Brandon Caselli and being unable to contact to figure out why the hell Aaron Jones did what he did?
I have learned quite a lot from Aaron Jones, so I have a great deal of respect for him, and I can respect his goals. He's gunning for that championship. He's been tired of playing around. He's tired of the haha, the laughing, the stupidity in DBW. He's sick of it. So I can certainly see why he's doing what he's doing. Now, whether he should have talked about Brandon's loved ones, that might have been a little bit out of line. But he's probably just trying to get under his skin. I doubt he even meant any of it, to be honest. And he got in that ring after Brandon Caselli had a grueling match with Roland Havoc.
Absolutely.
Barely escaped his champion and laid him right out.
My thing
Jacob
is,
Ryan,
there's better ways to do this, don't you think?
I feel like it, and I might not be the greatest person, but
You're the best
person. I'm not aggressive. I do things in ways that people don't enjoy, but I don't harm people like that. That was sinister. Now, it's hard to understand why he can't get a hold of Jacob Ryan. Jacob Ryan is one of the people that rides with Aaron Jones up from North Carolina. It might have something to do with that. He's friends with both guys, so maybe he doesn't really want to pick any sides to keep the friendship there. It's difficult juggling things like that. I've had to do it before, and it sucks being in that position. So cutting out all sides might be what Jacob Ryan's doing.
Thoughts, Casey James?
Honestly, no one should be surprised that Aaron Jones did what he did and is continuing to do, because Aaron Jones is a piece of shit. Okay? Trust me, I know my own. This is exactly the kind of move someone like myself, or of course Aaron Jones, would do. It's about blindsiding. It's about attacking. It's about throwing the person you want to fight off of the game. It's clear what Aaron wants. It's clear the goal, because God forbid this man isn't a champion in every company he's in. So Aaron is going to go all out, and Brandon needs to stop crying like a little bitch. Stop calling people and trying to figure things out and get his goddamn head in the game. So when Aaron comes for him the next time, he's ready to go.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I know both of these competitors extremely well, having faced both of them last year. Of course, Brandon ending my historic third championship title reign quite victoriously at World War II. And then me unsuccessfully getting my championship back at Danger Zone. You shut your face, Silas Walker. But I know him very well. And then Aaron Jones, my arch nemesis from this company, from other companies, VTW. I just can't seem to, he just seems to pop up like a dirty, infected pimple on an ass, every once in a while. And, it's, I know them both very well. And Aaron Jones, when he has his sights set on something, he gets it. And Brandon Castelli is one of the most resilient wrestlers. I basically beat the holy hell out of him multiple times, and he was still able to find a way to win. If I had to think of a word to describe Brandon Castelli, it would be resilient. And if I had to think of a word to describe Aaron Jones, it would be filth, indeed. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I know Brandon Castelli is pissed. He is confused. He wants answers, as we all do. Why do things this way? Why not earn your shot as everyone else has to do, instead of feeling as though you should be stepping to the front of the line, Aaron Jones? So it's very interesting to see how this is all going to play out. I'm going to do my best to get both of these competitors on here next week. I don't know if I'll be successful, because, if Brandon Castelli can't get hold of Aaron Jones, I will try to see what strings I can pull to get them both on the show here and try to coexist at the same time. So I do want to give a special thank you that is from me to my favorite band of all time, who now does my entrance music. Of course, I'm talking about Creed. It's the hat that I wear, and it has been an amazing entrance for me to come and be beloved by the mortals here to come out to us. If anyone knows how to keep quiet, so I'll be changing the intro song for Mr. Judgment's Confessionals going here forward. My bad. Indeed, I just thought I would make that public service announcement to the mortal masses. Yes, indeed. We have one more match, gentlemen, mortals. We have one more match to announce for DBW Fallout, and then we're going to do a quick rundown, and then we're going to close the show with final thoughts during your confessionals. Yeah. So the final match for the DBW Tag Team Championships, we have the Brooklyn Prodigies, of course, Behemoth, who that so graciously graced us with his presence here, and his brethren Ray Louie, going against the Chaos Conspiracy, reformed, reignited former DBW Tag Team Champions Jacob Cassidy and Robert Pearson. Yes, the submission sniper and the last bone shaker, of course. Robert Pearson made his epic return here to DBW at Unfinished Business at the end and saved his brethren, Jacob Cassidy, from further destruction at the hands of the heartless Sheriff Colton Lee. So, yes, and Steve Getter, yes. Oh, yes, I will. Oh, yes, I can. Indeed. But you know, it was great to see Robert Pearson back in the DBW arena, and now to have the Chaos Conspiracy back and reformed to face the DBW Tag Team Champions Ray Louie and Behemoth, the Brooklyn Prodigies. Yeah, it should be an epic match here. Second, not one but two tag team matches at Fallout, because again, tag team wrestling is what we do best here at DBW. I will tell you that. You want to see tag team wrestling, you watch DBW. Anyway, thoughts on this epic encounter? Will the Chaos Conspiracy be two-time tag team champions, or will the reign of the Prodigies continue, gentlemen?
Now, I faced both of these teams multiple times. Now, Chaos Conspiracy, when they became tag team champs, they got lucky. It's as simple as that. Me and Sammy were just having a little tiff. I turned around. I happened to get rolled up. Shit happens. However, I have also, me and Sammy, have beaten the Prodigies multiple times. We won tag belts off them in a different company, and then they try to take our tag gold twice. Beat them twice. Do you know why? Because the Heretics are better than every other team here. But the fact of the matter is, Ray and Behemoth are two huge freaking guys. And when I say, have you ever felt a mountain fall on your face? God damn it, I mean it. Look at my teeth. Not a joke. So Chaos, who is completely like what, half the size of me and Sammy, that team, like, they're gonna get killed, they're gonna get crushed, they're gonna get eaten. I don't know why they think they can do this. The only reason they won the belts in the first place is because of a fluke, and the only reason that we're even having this match is because the Bone Shaker couldn't show up last year, realistically. And what the hell is a Bone Shaker anyways? I'm starting to get an idea.
I'm trying to figure that out myself, and that's
I think I got it.
Yes.
The Prodigies are going to destroy them. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. And I do want to say here on a side note, congratulations to Pope Louis the 347th on his papacy. Yes, indeed. Anyway, Silas Walker, thoughts on this match?
I do got to disagree with you a little bit, Casey James. I don't think they won those championships off of a fluke. If you can't remember, I was ringside during that match when they won those championships. I was in their corner. So I have taught them quite a lot. Now, whether Cassidy or Rob has retained that has yet to be known, but I've taught them quite a lot. And what I taught them mostly is to utilize any opportunity that comes their way. And that's what they did when they claimed that tag gold. Now, these two boys, they never lost those tag team championships. Cassidy lost the tag championships with Jay Luther as his partner, as a last-second replacement.
Very true. Very true.
If I can give them a comparison, I feel like these two guys they remind me of the Midnight Express a little bit. They're very unorthodox in the way they can win, but they can win in any way that they come up with. And they might be a lot smaller than the Brooklyn Prodigies. And the Brooklyn Prodigies have been champions for quite some time. They came back at the end of the year last year. They won the belts. And now we're going to see what they can do as champs. Can they beat Chaos Conspiracy, a team that I have not seen them defend against? I don't think DBW has before either.
Nope, this will be a first ever match here with the Chaos Conspiracy against the Brooklyn Prodigy House. And this should be an amazing tag team contest for the top prize in our tag team division, those prestigious DBW tag team titles. I think it's going to be an amazing clash of styles. You have speed and quickness against brute strength and power. going at it in this match with the teams, vastly different. And again, I go back to what I said before. Tag team wrestling is an art form, and it takes complete strategy. And that's what the Chaos Conspiracy is going to have to do, is think of a strategy to overcome the Brooklyn Prodigies of Behemoth and Ray Louie.
But you see, that's the problem. There is Chaos Conspiracy has to come up with the strategy, not Silas Walker.
Yeah, they don't have me in their corner this time, so I do got to go with the Prodigy.
I will say this: if Chaos beat the Heretics, if they outsmarted the Heretics in their own game, it was only because of Silas Walker, and Silas will get the goddamn respect, not them.
I should have a tag
They have
champion.
to come up with something. They have to come up with something, and they have like a quarter of a brain between the two.
Indeed. It's going to be, I think it's going to be an incredible tag team match, I do have to say. And I will tell you, Fallout is looking incredible. Incredible. We are a week and a half away, May 31st at 7 p.m. right here on the DBW YouTube channel. DBW presents Fallout. Yeah. We hope that you in the DBW universe, obviously you're responding. The shorts that are coming out on the DBW YouTube channel are absolutely exploding. So thank you for liking those, and feel free to comment on those. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you thought. All of that. But we're going to do a quick rundown here of all the crazy matches that you are going to see at DBW Fallout. Yes, indeed. And then I'll get to closing thoughts. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. DBW presents Fallout here, May 31st at 7 p.m. right here on the DBW YouTube channel. You will see Chase Wakefield go one-on-one with Aaron Blaze. Then you will see the tag team contest. You will see Ego, Talon Graves, Roland Havoc against the Brothers Creed of Cyrus and Scorpion the Assassin. Then you will have Matt Moore going one-on-one with Wade. You have the DBW Anarchy Championship on the line as Jay Luther defends against the Soul Series psychopath Jackson Saber. And then, as a result of what happened at DBW Unfinished Business, you will have the returning Jackson Snow going one-on-one with the Blazing Christian, with the winner advancing on to total domination next in the penitentiary match. And then for the DBW Tag Team Championship, you have the Brooklyn Prodigies, Ray Louie and Behemoth, defending their title against the Chaos Conspiracy, the Submission Sniper of Jacob Cassidy, and the Last Bone Shaker, Robert Pearson, trying to pick up and become two-time Tag Team Champions, or the Brooklyn Prodigies continue to the dominant reign as DBW Tag Team Champions. And then in the main event of DBW Fallout, you have Austin James, Prince of DBW, going against Silas Walker for the DBW Global Championship. It will be on the line in a no-holds-barred match as your main event of DBW Fallout. Absolutely incredible, and it sounded even better with my Thank you for doing that quick rundown here. But I will leave it to you with closing thoughts on DBW Fallout as we progress forward in the 2025 DBW season. Casey James.
You know, this card is stacked full of a lot of people that I've beaten in the past, just saying. Some people I haven't even gotten to face yet, and that's okay. Realistically, though, I just want to thank you, DBW General Manager Silas Walker. I want to thank you for everything you do for us. And I know the fact of the matter is you probably booked the match with me and Matt Moore. We know nobody else on the management team has any brains worth a damn. So thank you, Silas, for giving me the opportunity to murder this kid. And when I get out of jail on my murder charge, trust me, I'll get out. I will see everyone at Total Domination.
Silas Walker, DBW General Manager, who likes to make decisions himself. What are your thoughts on DBW Fallout?
Well, most of these matches look fantastic. I can't wait to see things like Casey James versus Matt Moore. I can't wait to see Aaron Blaze versus Chase Wakefield. I can't wait to see a lot of these contests. I'm not going to name all of them right now. We just saw them all. But the one I'm not looking forward to, or I'm not excited about, is the one that I'm in. And not because I'm afraid to lose the championship. That's without a question that I'm going to keep it. What I'm afraid of is the person that I'm going to become. Because I don't know if there's any coming back from it. Once that bell rings, I'm going to utilize everything that I have in my brain, in my body, and in my very being to remain the global champion and shut down Austin James for good. But other than that, Fallout looks amazing.
I agree. I think it's going to be an epic second show of the DBW 2025 season as we progress forward to that amazing Total Domination 10 event history in the making. 10 years of total domination here for DBW. Absolutely incredible. But I will tell you that my closing thoughts on this are what a stacked card this is going to be for DBW Fallout, and it premieres right here on the DBW YouTube channel, May 31st, 7 p.m. I cannot wait for this to see what happens with these matches, with everything that's going to unfold right before Total Domination 10. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Next week, we will have a major show at a special day on Thursday next week. Yes, indeed. Thursday at 9 p.m. right here on the DBW YouTube channel, a special episode of Mr. Judgment's Confessionals as we run down through with more guests from the DBW roster as they give their last final thoughts to DBW Fallout heading into this major event. So I want to say thank you to both of you and to all my guests here on DBW's Confessionals as you have confessed your sins to your Lord and Savior. Yes, indeed. And thank you for coming on to my show here. And I leave you with the beautiful subtly sounds of Creed as he takes us out for this week's episode 8 of DBW's Mr. Judgment's Confessionals. Thank you, mortals and mortalettes, and have a phenomenal
all those nights, if I could make the earth and my dreams the same. The only